Alright, so this is TK Shazam with a feedback slash critique for Deepest. Yeah, I guess Bean Fox was also new to the server. I'm doing this all at once. I'm just a nerd who likes Tekken and talking about it. Not a professional player by any means. Please take what I say with a grain of salt, but take it into consideration. I am just here to provide my 2 cents, right? I know you submitted a few matches, but I just really want to focus in on this one. And as we go into it, I'll go over why, but let's just go into it. Okay, nice call out. Unfortunate drop. Alright, you have this tendency, like, there's no mid follow-up from Devil Jin after his down forward 1, right? I'm not crazy? Am I crazy? Down forward 1, down forward 1, 2. Like, there's no mid follow-up to be scared of. And you repeatedly just let him do down forward 1, 2 for no reason. And I'm not sure why, right? He should be dying for this. You should just immediately duck after his down forward 1, or flash duck it, right? And if you flash duck it and then quickly get back up, if he does down forward 1, you'll get back up and block. If he commits to down forward 1, 2, can he delay it? I don't know. But you're not hardcore punishing this as much as you should be, right? And the reason I'm harping on it is because we've seen from the first round that he likes using this a lot. He'll do a lot of down forward 1, 2, and you just kind of let it rock. There was one time where you do disrupt with down 1 plus 2, which was cool to see, but you could just be killing him for it instead, right? Additionally, okay, so this all works out. That's fine. Get to the wall. All right. Right here, why commit, right? Advance is pretty well known. I think I've seen the name pop up on Twitter, right? You're in winners fine. I don't know. I don't agree with going for such a risky strategy at this level. At the wall, right? I feel like it's too obvious that you're going to go for the high ender for the wall plus for the wall frames, right? If you're playing online, if you're playing against someone that doesn't know the matchup or is relatively unknown, sure, test the waters. But Invains is he's got experience both in this game and in the previous one. Like, he knows the Paul matchup, right? He knows what's up. And I think just kind of immediately applying your layer 1 offense, the just kind of initial offense, without confirming what he likes to do with the wall, right? And basically, you overcommitted against an opponent who you would... How do I phrase this? There is a degree of, yes, you don't want to overly respect your opponent, but I think you're being too disrespectful here, right? Like, you're taking a big risk against a player that is likely going to go for, oh, he's just going to do the high, let me duck and then launch, right? So why is that, right? In the future, I wouldn't risk the core circle back 3 mix-up unless you have a better idea. Like, you have so many more powerful options at the wall that are less commitment, and so I don't think the string is the right idea, right? But in the future, sometimes you're gonna play against people and you have to go, they're gonna know layer 1 Paul shit of just doing the high ender, so you gotta go to that layer 2 and just gamble it, right? Just go like, I read that they're gonna duck, here's my mid, right? You could also delay it, right? Try to practice like just delaying the follow-up a little bit. Don't commit. Don't press the 1 or the 3 at immediate timing. Just delay it a little bit, see what they like to do, and then press the 3. Let it rip after that, right? But immediately ripping the high is just not ideal. Nice, good, nice while standing 3-2. Okay, but here it feels like why you're not adjusting for the sidewall, right? You got to get used to these animations. That's clearly a sidewall splat. So you need to do quarter circle forward 1 if you want to continue to pick up the combo, or just do like down back 2 and then reposition so that you have a stronger wall advantage positioning, right? Especially with how low life the Devil Jin is at. Doing just your usual combo route or trying to do like a usual wall combo route when you're clearly off axis from the wall is weird and risks, from this position you could very well die, right? Devil Jin just shits out damage, and the moment he's going to get a heat activation, you're going to die. It works out. You don't die there, but like, look at the position you're in, right? So you started off with a pretty good wall position. You go for the combo, which I don't disagree with, but you know, you want to go for a full combo instead of what happens here. And then now Devil Jin's back us to the wall, kind of, but he gets the 1-1-2. Now he gets to fight his way out of the wall. Now his back is to the wall, but he immediately does that annoying, stupid mix-up plus unblock thing, right? Is that minus? I feel like you could get a harder punish there, but that's fine. Why? So what? Again, so what was the reasoning here? Was it an input error? Were you going for a hard read? Why? Right? Let's just say it was an input error. Maybe it was just a wrong guess. I don't think it's something you need to harp on too much. Let's keep going. I like the idea here. I like the immediate challenge on the jab. He cancels it so he doesn't get floated. It is what it is, but I like the idea. Let's go. Why? What? Okay, so what's... Why the overcommitment on the wall standing 3-2? Were you frame trapping him, right? If you're going to frame trap him, I guess, especially with a dick jab on hit, why not just do wall standing 1-2, right? I think you're I'm not trying to sound too harsh, but I feel like you're autopiloting the wall standing 3-2, and if Invains was just maybe a little bit sharper already, or not, maybe if he expected you to finish the string, he should have died for it. Like, you should have died for that, right? But it doesn't happen. Down 1+2, nice. Right? So where does it go wrong? So what again? So again with the power crush, and I'm not sure why. Right? Like what was the call out here? If the idea is because he whiffed the electric, why not do quarter circle forward 3? Why not do dash up into forward 1+2? Right? You need either better spacing so that this back 1+2 gets blocked, or you need to just accept it that you're going to return to neutral and then try to jockey for position again, right? Just overcommitting to these power crushes when your spacing is just completely off is weird, right? Like, you're going to get blown up for it, as we see here. What? Wait, what? Okay, so you were just hard calling them out. It just kind of all falls apart here. No duck. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so what's up with core circle forward 3s, right? Or core circle forward 1s, right? Why the core circle forward? What is like the reasoning here, right? Because any of these core circle forward 1s could be core circle forward 3. You'll have more range to work with. It's not like this. It's not like maybe you guys have played in the past and you guys are on some extra layer stuff that I'm not aware of. Maybe you guys have a history, but just it feels like anytime you're doing core circle forward 1 or just kind of running in and doing nothing, it could be a core circle forward 3 and you get free chip damage, right? Yes, he has up forward 4, but at immediate timing, when you're just kind of going back a little bit, core circle forward 3 has generous range, right? If you don't let the roll dash rock a little bit, you just immediately do it, you'll get free chip damage. He hasn't shown that he's going to be willing to just immediately flash duck and low block here and there, right? That laser stuff is so annoying. I don't understand why. Good block. You tried to challenge? Maybe you were too slow? Oh, no. I think that's the option that beats the challenge. That's just the layer of the mind game you gotta get used to. Good. Hey, nice false 9-3-2. Good challenge. Bit weird, but it's whatever. Okay, so what... Okay, let's just keep going. Why... What was the reasoning behind the back 1-2 there? Like, that, it's a wall standing 4, that's not that punishable, right? like, okay, so you're not setting up sidestep 3 enough, right? Your movement throughout this entire set has been super linear, not a single sidestep, and then the only time you sidestep is to sidestep 3, right? Like, you're not even starting with the mid to set up the sidestep 3. Your timing is just too obvious, and your spacing is not sufficient enough to manage this, right? He's going to be ready for the block. Try to incorporate sidestep a little bit more, even if it's superfluous, even if it's just, I'm just going to randomly sidestep in neutral, right? You want to set that up. You want to make sure that the side, whenever you sidestep, it could be anything, right? It could be it could be anything in the box. If you do sidesteps, set it up with mids. Start off with mids, or just start off with empty sidesteps and see what they like to do. Don't just go, I'm gonna not sidestep this entire match, and then the one time you sidestep, it's a sidestep 3, right? It just makes your timings way too obvious. I don't dislike the idea here, but it's fine. Nice. If you're gonna just go for wall carry after the heat burst, just do forward 2-1, right? Like, you'll get more wall carry, and then now you have heat death fist locked up, and he might even just die from it in this stage, right? But I think just utilizing the heat death fist and wasting up a chunk of your heat meter for no reason isn't really the play. And again, you're backing up. Why, right? Heat Smash Demo Man or Heat Smash Death Fist are both gonna wall splat or give you a decent position here. When you just back up and let him run away from the wall like that, I don't understand the reasoning, right? Why are you not locking down with jabs, with down forward 4, with quarter circle back 4, right? With quarter circle forward 3, or just back 4? Why immediately back up? What is the mindset here, right? Obviously, I'm not saying you should run into him and just start running aggro, but you need to maintain the position, right? Start. Okay, let's look at this. Right here, before you start. Right here, before you start doing quarter circle forward 3-4. Right here, before you start doing quarter circle forward 3-4, just lock him down. Quarter circle back 2 will hit. Death fist will hit. Heat Smash Demo Man's kind of iffy, but you can do quarter circle forward and then Heat Smash, and that should be fine, right? Quarter circle back 4 will control space. You have a lot of ways to control the space here and put on pressure on the DJ without having to overcommit, right? I don't understand what the reasoning is behind the quarter circle forward 3+4, right? He's already going to be standing up in fear of Heat Death Fist, and now you just did a mid that left him in his face, that left you in his face at -9, maybe -8. I don't think you got buffed, right? What advantage do you gain from this? And it's not like you're going on that, the next level abare, next level mashing, and then going, okay, I did a -9 move. In Veins is being too passive, Demo Man, right? Like, you're not doing that. You did the move at -9. You left yourself just at -9 in your opponent's face for no reason, and then you just kind of hang back. And now In Veins gets to fight his way out of the wall because you're just backing up, backdashing, and letting him get out of the wall, right? All right, how does this go? Nice. Didn't let it rip. Wait, how did this go? Why the 3-2? Or maybe you were expecting him to duck after the wall standing 3. I guess that's fine. But if you were expecting him to duck after the wall standing 3, why not just do something like down forward 4 or forward 1+2, right? Why commit to another string like that? Or if you want to keep standing 3 because it's a faster move than either of those options, you could do down forward 1. You could just do standing 3 and then don't commit to anything, right? Maybe Twitch confirmed 3-2. Maybe do something else. But we're seeing a running theme of just you overcommit to your offensive options, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like, what was the reasoning here? Okay, good. You made him waste the heat. Nice, beautiful. And this is okay. So this is what I'm talking about, right? I set this up in training mode and start practicing like what you want to do from here, right? This should have been a combo Or you do something that spikes him like down one, or lifts him up like down back two, and then reposition, start sidestepping right, so that his back is cleanly to the wall, and then you can start locking him down at the wall with Hammer of the Gods, quarter circle back four, whatever you want, right? Or you spike him, and then you immediately force a 50-50. Because if you spike him on the ground, wait for him to get up, he's either going to get up into Demo Man or up back two. And up back two in this situation would wall splat immediately. And then you can get a full combo from there, or run the situation again, right? But you just let it drop. And I'm not sure what the reasoning was, right? And again, here you're letting the Devil Jin. It doesn't feel like you're confident enough in your offense or your defense to just kind of maintain a position. Now Invains has slowly but surely walked away from the wall, and because of your positioning, your back is to the wall in a few interactions, right? You're stepping out of it, but it's not going to do anything. Nice. Oh. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Is there a match after this? Oh, there is. I don't know. I feel like I've talked a lot. But so all right. Let's go over it. Oh, I didn't do this for Beanfox. That's fine. Whatever. Neutral punishment / matchup knowledge combos / Oki personal opinion stuff. Neutral. You're very passive on your neutral, and I don't understand why, right? You can't be passive like that. You can't just let your opponent breathe and just go, all right, I'm going to react to what they're doing, right? It doesn't feel like you have the defensive knowledge of either Invains or Devil Jin in general to kind of back up this ability of, I'm just going to let my opponent press a button and then punish them, right? Because you're not punishing them. You're just letting them rock their offense for no reason. So be more assertive or active in your defense. Maintain a position where your space control tools are still in full effect, right? You're in a range where quarter circle back 4 will work well, quarter circle forward 3 will work well, quarter circle back 2 will work well. At these super far ranges, you're just inviting the Devil Jin to just wave at you, right? And at first you can go, oh, well, if they wave at me, I can disrupt with down forward too. But that's the thing, is that the wave dash is non-committal. They never have to commit to an option. Right? It's not like Paul Roll Dash where you have to sidestep cancel. At any point, they just go wave, block, right? At a range where they can bait something out of you. I don't think that's a favorable mind game to be in, right? And again, it goes back into this issue of constantly in neutral, when you're jockeying for position, you end up just throwing any advantages you had away, right? I think you are better served by trying to find a distance where you're still comfortable, but closer to the opponent. So you can be ready with the whiff punish. You can be ready with the disruption of keep out, of whatever option you like from there. But just running back away, but then not doing anything to incentivize them to attack you is not going to do anything, right? You need to get comfortable in applying your offense. Single jabs, quarter circle forward 3, spacing, and then into down forward 4 or forward 1+2. Any of those options. Just doing this and then letting Invains just kind of run what they want, or just not doing anything, like, it's not going to bode well, right? And you want to set this up earlier in the match as opposed to just at the very end. You need more jabs. Like, I don't understand the offense you're running, and you just kind of hang back and then go for a big commitment move with whatever you want. You keep doing these big commitment moves, and you don't have to, right? Start using quarter circle forward 3. Start using back 4. Start using jabs. You want to set up your big commitment reads, right? And start conditioning Invains into doing something. He's not ducking enough, right? So start doing a bunch of lows, right? Start doing empty roll dashes if you need to see, like, oh, but does he like to duck, right? Your hard to call out moves, I don't understand, like the power crush and the constant wall standing 3-2. I feel like these are bad habits that are just going to keep getting you killed, and you definitely want to start getting rid of them. Punishment / matchup knowledge. We talked a little bit about it, but you want to, you're not punishing Invains hard enough for his habit of finishing down forward 1-2, right? Yeah, there are a few situations where he doesn't finish it, right? He just kind of sees that's what flash ducking is for, right? You flash duck, you duck, avoiding the high immediately, standing up, and then you should still be able to down forward 2 for the whiff punish, right? Or commit to the duck and then do while standing 2 because he just did down forward 1-2 in your face. Then other aspects of punishment / matchup knowledge. It's more OT stuff. There's not much else to say there. Let's move on to combo / OT. Again, combo awareness, stage awareness. I've already talked about it. Practice dealing with side wall splats, right? There's something you're going to come up to a lot as you get more familiar with the stage, so you need to be able to figure that out. And see, like, okay, what is the opponent like doing? What can I do? And what are my options? But just trying to autopilot this combo and not incorporate other aspects of, oh, I'm going to reposition to put myself in a better spot. Oh, I'm going to do this or that. You're not maximizing your potential gains here, right? Combo / OK, talked about OK a little bit. I think cover the main points there. Personal and pain stuff. I gotta start seeing more jabs. I gotta start seeing more throws, right? If you're in the close range, start throwing them. You need to be doing more to pressure this Devil Jin's mental stack. You're just not doing enough. You're almost. I guess it's almost like you're playing Tekken 7. I don't understand here, but you're not utilizing jabs. You're not utilizing throws. You're not utilizing lows enough. Like, I'm not seeing enough chip damage. I'm not seeing any more, like, active defense. It's just kind of like, okay, let me hang back and then try to keep hard calling out whatever Invains is going to go for. And I don't quite understand the reasoning behind that style, right? Like, what ends up happening is that Invains just hangs back a little bit. You overcommit to an option, then he blows you up for it, right? So experiment more. How are you going to set up your bigger commitments? What little commitments can you make that set up the big commitments, right? You got to use the little moves to set up the big moves. That's about it. I probably have more to say, I don't know. But same as usual, right? This is just from what I'm seeing in the matches, in these first 2 matches that I'm seeing, right? Do you have questions? Did any of this make sense? Do you think I'm talking out of my ass, which is very well possible, right? Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. And other than that, have a good one.